Moi arara, moi arara, moi arara ki tēnei tuku, moi arara ki tērā tuku kei āpurua koe ki te toto, whakapuru tonu, ai o ki te nuku, ai o ki te rangi. Ko te kawa ora, haumi e, hui e, tae ki e. E mihi ana tēnei ki a koutou katoa, whakatai mai ki tēnei rangi mo tēnei wahana o te poiuka ki konei. Hoi anō, tuatahi te mihi ki te haukaina ki nā mana whenua e tēnei wāhi o Te Atiawa, Ngāti tō e mihi ana ki a koutou e nā iwi. Kia tātou nei katoa, ko te mea ake, hau maru, hau ai, hau poro. Tihei, mauri ora.
Kia ora waramu, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children all ages, welcome to the Championship Sunday of the Little League Under-17 Girls National Championship, live from Hataitai Park in the capital city, the O4. Damien Collins here with the play-by-play, Wiramu Tamaki in colour for this one, and it should be an absolute blinder. The battle of the capital city, the Hutt Valley from north of Petone, and then Wellington covering the rest. This should be a good one, Wiramu.
Absolutely, Damien, and you're right, it's Championship Sunday. This is where it all happens to get to that grand final at 1 p.m. Wellington taking on Hutt Valley, and at the end of 2 hours and 7 innings, or could go extras, we'll see. Ko wai katoa.
Outstanding. Well, this is the semi-final. They've done it the hard way to get here. Canterbury have already booked their spot at the 1 o'clock final. But who will they be facing? Canterbury beat Hutt Valley to book their spot, and Hutt Valley, that's why they're here. Wellington doing the hard way going through counties last night. And the first offering from the pitcher, Tyler Pitakani, is a ball outside.
Poitahi.
Ayla Toman, the shortstop, leading off for Hutt Valley. Gets a piece, sending it foul way back. So that's going to level the count 1-1.
He hapa tēnā, poitahi, haukai tahi.
Beautiful day here at Hataitai Ballpark. The weather really kicking in the last few days. Big swing and miss from Ayla Toman will give her 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The full complement of Blues out there. Legit distances, official if you will. It's all go here for Championship Sunday. Toman squares up for the bunt, where Tyler Bull scoops it up and gets it over to Siobhan Bolger for the first out.
As we saw in that play, Dave, and yeah, Hutt Valley just, you know what, testing the corners and seeing what's going on. And seeing if there's any room there later on in the innings to push one past someone.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to bring to bat with 1 down. Matangiho Nuku, the left fielder. 7 in the numbers, of course. Matangiho been owning that 2 spot for Hutt Valley through the tournament. Can play infield, but has become quite comfortable in the left field. Matangiho will be looking to finish her tournament strong like last week in Rest Hills. And if you're going to have a battle, it's always good to see one between Wellington and Hutt Valley.
Lots of history there, Damien. Lots of history.
Well, we share a competition. We share an area code. But when it comes to the diamond, we'll see you after.
We won't share a refreshment, but during those 7 innings, we're competing. We're competing.
Nuku squares up. Looking at the punch the ball, and she can. She's got gas. Gets it just over the infield. Beautiful placement under the glove of the right fielder. But that will be the single that Nuku needed to get her Hutt Valley team started.
That's an absolutely good turn at bat there, Damien, from Matangi Nuku. Just plopping that over the first base area.
Oh, she's a little gem. Maybe a little bit biased, but really showing what she can do, and this is the pressure time to do it.
Absolutely, from the get-go.
And we're one down. Matangi Nuku on. Well, she's fully stolen second base. And there was no way they were going to get her on that one. A stolen base from Matangi Nuku. Emily McCormick.
And Waipara there just couldn't get their throwaway early enough. The ball got caught in their glove. Get that to shortstop. McCormick has a count of 1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner in scoring position already for Hutt Valley. They'll want to start this one pretty strong after going down in 6 innings, or 5, wasn't it? Six. To
Yep.
Canterbury last night.
And you know what I've seen here through the tournament, Damien, is that the team who's batting first, they get the start, they get the good start, and they maintain it and hold.
Yes, absolutely. And we know Hutt Valley love doing it the hard way anyway.
True.
They've won a few national tournaments at a few different grades. More recently, NFC in October down in Christchurch.
That's right.
So they're always up for the challenge. Instead of sitting around all morning waiting for your final. Swung on a miss for the strikeout from McCormick. And put a K in the book. And a strikeout from Tyler Pitakani.
Nice battery going on here between Pitakani and Waipara. Just working the plate, working the count.
Well, I didn't even get to mention Mason Kurini Iwiko has had an absolute tournament with the bat, and they're not even going to risk it. They are going to put her on because we know how capable she is of driving in a run, hitting the gap. She's got power. She's got good connection, and that's exactly why she gets the automatic walk.
And not only that, she gets to walk to the first base and then walk to the dugout and suit up for her duties in the next inning. Or in the bottom half of the inning.
Your courtesy runner. Well, Emily McCormick's going to do the running for Kudini Iwiko. But that's going to send to bat with 2 down. Second base, Jada Walters Rangitihi. Have yourself a moment, Jada. 2 runners on and Championship Sunday. Starting off well, Hutt Valley with the first couple runs, but way early days for anything like that. Battle of the 04.
Rangitihi sitting in the prime part of the batting lineup here. Hutt Valley will be looking for Rangitihi to get us a base hit.
Drops just before the pitcher, but nobody at first, ladies and gentlemen. That will load the bases. Beautifully done. Just bouncing in front of the pitcher and everyone advancing. Nobody on first.
Don't listen to me. Don't hit it on the green. Just put it down and then see what the defense do. Well done. Well done, Rangitihi. caught someone cheating.
Absolutely. That kept them all guessing. Siobhan Bolger, who's usually all over it, we see from the replay here, just dropping before the pitcher. She had every intention to get the outs at one, and that would have been side away, but nobody home, and that will load the bases for Hutt Valley. And that's going to bring to bat the designated player, Amani Fruin. Designated player, you're only there to hit. Now's your moment.
Now's the time. Tēnei te wā.
Inside pitch. Full ball. Mataniho Nuku on third. Emily McCormick standing on two. Jada Walters Rangatihi on one. Gets a piece, sending it deep left field, but
Poi ki ringa, poi ki raro, ka haupu kia tēnā tāngata, ka haputa.
Chelsea Moore Nanu under it to make that catch, and that will be side away, leaving three runners on. Did Wellington, did Hutt Valley. Wellington showing the grit in the top of the first, and they'll come out with the sticks firing for sure in this one. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Hataitai Ballpark for the 2023 Little League Under-17 Girls National Championship. Day 4 of 4. It's Championship Sunday here. And what a picture it is out there looking out to the Cook Strait. Well, both these teams that are familiar with this city, it's the Hutt Valley, and this is their lineup. From right field to left, Kimari Arupa, Emily McCormick in at centre, Matangiho Nuku in at left field. At shortstop, Ayla Toman, and the hot corner, Shante Awateri. In second base, Jada Walter Rangatehi. On first base, Maggie Shields. Behind the dish, doing the catching, Aria Webster Pahina. And on the mound is Mason Kurini Iwiko.
Leading off for Wellington today with the sticks. Leading off Waipapa, followed by Bolger and Waido, 4, 5 and 6. Pitakani, Tyler Ball and Tolova'a. Rounding out the set, 7, 8 and 9, Te Marama, Moana Nu and Eva Gibbs.
And just to update on the...
And Kaiwa Wild today coming around the field. We've got 4 umpires out there. From third base, Doug Hill. Second base, Himi Orupe. On first base, Jenny Smith calling the balls and strikes. On the dish, Eli Lesperance.
Had some outstanding officials the last 4 days here at the Under-17 tournament.
Yes, we have, Damien. And just a little plug here. If you guys are interested in umpiring, let me know. Let our team know. We'd love to collaborate with you and bring you into our game.
There it is. But no, true, definitely. We need more. Well, the outstanding lead-off, Maiarangi Waipara for Wellington. She's been outstanding at centre field, catcher. Wherever she goes, she does the job. She made the tournament team last week at Rest Hills in Hamilton for the Under-19 Nationals.
Ka pai Waipara.
Inside pitch fouled off by Waipara. And to just update that That's visual that we had of the teams out there. Correction, in at right field for Hutt Valley is Megan Stokes. I know she'd kill me if I didn't mention it and saying the wrong right fielder. Full count here on Waipara. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kadini Iwiko has been outstanding for this Hutt Valley team.
She certainly has. So what I've seen of the tournament, Damon, with the ball, with the stick.
Oh, she's a baller, that's for sure. Travels from Manawatu to the Hutt Valley to play the sport we love every week. Mum and Dad put in some miles, that's for sure.
Absolutely. And Waipara picks up a hikoi. Base on ball, 60 feet, first base.
And the 2 spot today is the second base, Siobhan Bolger. We talk about ballers. This kid lives and breathes it. Puts down the perfect bunt, out of place for Maggie Shields. But she did the job. Waipara going coast to coast from first to third.
That was a great play by Wellington, Damon. Exactly, coast to coast for Waipara. No one there at third base. Ordinarily, the catcher would be the person at third base, but she didn't get out of the catching box to get up there.
Well, Hutt Valley took a base in the top of the first, kind of the same way. And Wellington have just taken 2, and to start off their account, they've got a runner 60 feet away from home plate, ready to open up the account for the capital city. And Jessica Waro, designated player, she'll be wanting to find a gap here with just 1 down. Cracks it straight up the middle, bounces off Mason's glove. She can't get it in time to first for the second out. And the designated player doing exactly what she's supposed to do, getting on base and scoring a runner. And just like that, Wellington opened their account 1-0.
Absolutely, Damon. Yeah, wide out, putting that in play. And because that was put in play, Waipara sitting on third, just watching the development. And Iwiko had to go to first base, and Waipara came home and scored.
Well, one of the things that I've loved seeing the last couple of weeks with these age group girls is the pitcher batting in the 4 spot. Outstanding, Tyler Pitakani in a batting now. Squares up to move the ball. Tries to punch. And it will go foul. Put it behind the count now.
It's always a good battle when pitcher and pitcher.
Absolutely.
Pitcher and pitcher have a go and try and get their number.
Well,
Kurini.
Iwiko is going to go at her.
Yep.
She ain't going to put her on like Pitakani did. And she gets the strikeout.
And Iwiko gets Pitakani's number.
Well, she's on up her on her now after the first. Tyler Bull from the hot corner is going to have a bat now. Wellington with runner on 1 after scoring their first run. Through the zone for the strike call. Fouled away. We'll put her in the hole. 0-2. Everything to play for in this one. It's going to be a cracker. We're only at the bottom of the first. Who will book their spot in the grand final? Another foul away.
Wellington to put pressure on here. White has to get to second and scoring position. Give Wellington some options. Still parked up on first base in this play with 2 down.
And gets her swinging on the outside pitch for the strikeout. So Hutt Valley come in, leave one on, but not before Wellington scoring the runner of Waipara. We're going to go to the top of the second. It's Wellington 1, Hutt Valley 0.
For 2023, we're proud to present Arija.
Kia ora, Betty Ann here from Arija.
Asia Wairere.
E mihi ana kia koutou.
Valley Kids.
Hey, we're the Valley Kids.
Origin Roots, Aotearoa.
Kia ora everybody, my name's Matatia.
Plus kapahaka from Te Ahia Tahurangi, Ngāti Pōneke, Ngā Taonga Mai Tawhiti, Ngā Uri Taniwha. Share the news and set the date. Saturday, 28th of January. For Te Rā o Te Raukura.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, to Hataitai Ballpark for the 2023 Little League Under-17 Girls National Championship. In a bat now, number 28, the right fielder, Megan Stokes. Megan was actually carrying an injury the first couple of days, well, first 3 days, so getting game time on Championship Sunday shows that she could do the job in a bunt like that, and wheels down the first baseline. Exactly the leadoff Hutt Valley needed, and the reason why she's in the lineup for Championship Sunday. Well, here is the lineup for Wellington. In a right field, Matilda Spilli, and at centre field, Jayla Manama. Chelsea Moa Nanu is in at left field. In at second base, Naila Tagatuli Tulava'a. In the hot corner, Tyler Bull. At second base, Siobhan Bolger. First base, Eva Gibbs. Behind the dish, Maiarangi Waipara. And pitching on the hill is Tyler Pitakani.
Folks playing safe at second base on the field.
Stokes was playing at the Under-19s tournament last week for Whanganui. Suspicion of a bone chip in her glove hand, and was in doubt for the tournament, but she's been there the whole weekend in uniform, cheering on the girls, doing whatever she can for her team. And then she steps up in a clutch moment, puts down a beautiful bunt down the third base line, and now standing in scoring position after stealing second base. Well, from one Saints player to another with a Tocha Park connection, Maggie Shields steps up to bat now. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Of course, brother Mitch plays for us. Maggie, young lady who's got multiple years in front of her. Probably another foot to grow. No. Only 14. She's already got a stride on it. Vitakani takes some speed off it, and they think against the lead runner, but Shields doing her job, hitting it down the hot corner and them taking the outs at first for this first out. Not gonna lie, Winamu, I thought that's exactly what was gonna happen because she was well on her way, but no. Megan Stokes now in scoring position to tie this up on third base, and Shante Awatiri from the hot corner up to punch her in. Tent Town in the back centre field for Wellington. That's actually the Wellington supporters. They've had their posse all week. Fouled away from Awatiri. Less wind than yesterday. There was a little bit of a breeze in the air. Nothing out of the norm for Wellington. But it looks pretty still. You hear the cicadas and the birds in the background. Well, drilled down to shortstop. Little bobble, but she regathers and makes the play to first base, but not before Megan Stokes walks in for her first at bat of this tournament and ends up scoring to level this ball game.
Top of the order for Hutt Valley, number 2, Alex Oman.
Well, slammed into the outfield where left field Moananu makes some ground to make the catch, and that will retire the side, but not before Hutt Valley through Megan Stokes. A nice, beautiful place bunt, and then some awesome running have tied this ball game. We're going to the bottom of the second. It's one apiece.
Smile.
Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hataitai Ballpark. It's the bottom of the second innings in this major semi-final between Wellington and Hutt Valley. The battle of the capital city. The loser leaves. No, jokes.
And that was a great innings by Hutt Valley. Tied the ball game up. And Iwiko now, knowing that it's tied up, can go about her mahi feeling confident that it's a level playing ground now.
They definitely have given that indication that they're a team that like to be there or in control. Chasing has been a little bit of hard work, as we saw from that game from Canterbury, opening up the game with 5 runs in that first innings to Canterbury and Wellington. Hutt Valley's just defending all the way through. Well, almost all the way through. But Canterbury, they're strong. And whoever does win this one to book their spot in the grand final at 1 o'clock is going to have to bring their A game, because Canterbury have theirs.
Absolutely. And that manufactured run by Stokes and the team, that was good team hitting, good team run.
Absolutely. Wellington getting their first run in the first innings, opening it up with Mairangi Waipara. But but then Wellington, Hutt Valley are holding their own to get them out.
Tulava sitting right here on a 2-2 count.
She leaves that to load it. Kuruni Iwiko isn't afraid to throw some pitches. She gets, she does get behind in the count, but she still grinds out. Makes them hit a few foul balls. Down and inside for the ball, and that will be the walk.
Oh, Tulava picks up the hikoi.
The hikoi. And that's going to bring to bat Janelle Te-Marama, the centre fielder. Wellington squares up. That will go foul. One thing I've been really impressed with this tournament is not just that the short game's being used to full effect, it's how it's being done. You know, really putting it down, giving you everything to get to first base and move those runners. It's just, yeah, it's been impressive. Well, they tried it again, where they went to go coast to coast like they did in the first innings, but Hutt Valley, none the wiser to it, will get the first out with the sacrifice bunt at first base. Te Marama, but safe and second base.
That's right, Tulava just putting that down. Team run here, they're manufacturing a run, team game, and gets Te Marama over to second base safely. Oh, sorry, Tulava.
Chelsea Moore Nanu in a bat now. The left fielder that made the last catch on the top of the second to retire Hutt Valley. Pitched inside, two inside for the ball. Mason really trying to use the whole zone here.
Still there, replay there. Tulava getting over to second and then trying to extend her run and gets back to second safely. Wananu not tempted to have a crack at that high pitch there. Backs off. Poirua Hataitai, 2-1.
Another square up. The hot corner just sitting right back, making their pitcher do all the work here is the corners. Mason Kurini Iriko comes in to scoop up and holds the lead runner, but Wellington doing exactly what they wanted to do, putting another runner on base and having another runner in scoring position.
Wananu just putting that down like you said, Damien. And Awatiri just too far back for that one, and Iriko had to come down and field it and then assist the play. Runners on the corners for Wellington.
Eva Gibbs in a bat now for Wellington. The first base for Wellington. Moananu advances to second, no worries at all. So now Wellington with two runners in scoring position. Went to push it, but just a little too late on that one. That will go foul.
Hokairua. Strike 2 on Gibbs.
Leaves that one as it goes through the zone for the strikeout call. And that will be the second out. And we're back to the top of the order. Maiarangi, Waipara, and a dangerous batter for Wellington to have coming up with two runners on.
Absolutely. And Gibbs just, standing strike up. She looked back at the umpire as if to say, hey. And, those situations, let the plate umpire decide for you. You decide. And he decided, Eli said, that's good enough for me.
That's good enough for you. Well, they're going to put Waipara on. They're going to load the bases, which is going to put the force play in play. So it's either going to have to find some green, really make Hutt Valley work for this one. But smart offense, smart defense, sorry, here from Hutt Valley. And Waipara's like, nah, I want to run. But she's not allowed. She's got to go and put on the gear, so they're going to send back Eva Gibbs.
It's good softball by Hutt Valley to load the bases, create options for them to get that force out, like you said.
We were all watching Argentina against the Blacks. So. Too soon. Fouled away from Siobhan Bolger from the Pōneke Kilburnie Club, better known as PK.
Siobhan just needs to be patient here. Patient.
Well, we know she can put bat to ball. We know she's got the wheels, and she slams it down 3 for the foul. And that's going to put her in the hole.
It is going to put her in the hole because now she's going to have to protect anything that's close to the strike zone. She's got to protect it and either drive it or nick it for a foul.
Hutt Valley have got 2 down, but Wellington have loaded bases, and Bolger at bat can definitely find some placement. Kodini Iriko loves the pressure, sends it down, and that will go foul again from Bolger. Making Mason throw some more pitches until she gets the one she wants. Working the pitch count.
Here we go, and Bolger battling here, competing.
Oh, Bolger gets a piece, sends it to right field where Megan Stokes is out there to make the play, make that catch. And that bone chip in the glove hand isn't giving her any issues earlier on here, Megan Stokes. That will retire the side, leaving 3 runners on for Wellington. We're going to go to the top of the third. We're still tied at 1 apiece. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the major semi-final of the 2023 Little League Under-17 Girls National Championship. And a bat for Hutt Valley leading off in the top of the third is left fielder Matangiho Nuku.
And Matangiho Nuku is sitting on a 1-ball, 1-strike count. She leads her team, Hutt Valley, in this innings.
Nuku with a beautiful placement in the first innings. Dead ball. Luckily, she was still back in the box. I think it was her that got done yesterday when it bounced back up.
Yeah, she did
was
get
too
done
fast
yesterday.
getting out and called out, unfortunately.
And that was a good bit of umpiring here. I'm just plugging the umpires here. Eli couldn't see that I think he hit that twice, and the team helped him out on that play. So that was good communication, good eyes there from the team.
Well, I suppose if I can plug TP, you can definitely plug the umpires. Speaking of TP, go Matangi here.
Ano hoki, Totara Park.
Nuku squares up here. We know she can punch the ball and find some green falling just behind. Pulls back, goes up top of the zone to foul off. Got all these voices in my head. More than normal. Nuku. Here to punch the ball, place the ball wherever she can get on and use that gas that she's got from home to first. Pulls back, leaves that one for the top of the zone for a ball. Well past the zone. Sorry.
And Nuku having a good turn of bat here. Loads the count up here, 3-2. And their coach giving her some instructions. We just need you to get on.
First year in under 17s for Matangiho.
Ah.
Played under 15s last year. Made the New Zealand developing socks. And it's been all go ever since. Slams it back to the pitcher, where Pitakani makes no mistake of that. Takes their time getting it over to Gibbs in first base. And that will be the first out.
Matangi Ho, Muku getting great contact with their pitch, unfortunately just straight back to Pitakani for the 1-3 put out.
And worked the count well as well, which is what you want to do.
She certainly did work the count.
Emily McCormick up to bat now, the centre fielder. Swung on a miss for strike one.
Muku did a job there, got Pitakani pitching, throwing some pitches.
Leaves that one for the ball. Hutt Valley want to get another runner on to start off their innings, because when you got the top batter of the tournament up next, you want to give them options. Just my opinion.
No, I go with that, Damon. They get McCormick on. You're right.
Wow, Emily McCormick slamming it to pass the hot corner for the base hit. She'll stand up on first base, and that will bring to bat Mason Kuruni Iwiko, who was intentionally walked last at bat, and now she's going to make them hold up for a second.
Good hitting by McCormick there. Laces one up to the left outfield area and gets her up on first base. Now Hutt Valley, the driver's seat here, got some options, especially with a big hitter on Iwiko.
Who's puts down the bunt? Love
See?
it.
Can do it all.
Pitakani will be like, what just happened? But after putting her on in the first innings, now she'll want to go at him after being struck out before.
This is a team game. In Hutt Valley. Oh,
But there's always a game within a game, isn't there? What a move.
up, down, all around.
Outside for a ball.
Yeah, Pitakani just settling things here. Just settling things. Keeping Iwiko guessing.
One count. Emily McCormick gets a big bounce off first. Wow. Mason Kurini Eriko slams it back to her counterpart on the mound, who bobbles it, can't get it in time with the throw over to Gibbs. Emily McCormick was already well on her way to making sure she was going to be on second base. And with the 1-2, Hutt Valley now have runners on 1 and 2.
Pitakani's just surprised me with that line drive back to her. And, you know, we teach basics. Teach basics to get down, glove on the ground, glove the ball first. And I think that was a surprise for Pitakani when that ball came back, and because she bobbled it, by the time she gathered it, Iwiko was just a step off first base. Called safe. Hutt Valley with runners on 1 and 2.
Well,
And
you
one
see-
down.
See from the outfield, people are starting to fill the park. Families, friends, supporters, all down here for these girls for the Championship Sunday. Jada Walters, Rangatihi, squared up for the bunt, called strike on that one. She actually put it down a beautiful bunt to load the bases in her first at bat. Unfortunately, Hutt Valley not being able to convert any runs there. But can she load the bases again? Swung on a miss. From the ball up in the zone.
Hutt Valley coach will want to do a job here, and the job is to drive one through the infield. Base hit, scores a run, scores McCormick.
Well, McCormick can pin her ears for sure. Outside. Well, they had every intention of doing that. Pitching up and out. With Emily McCormick taking some good leads while she was on first, and even better ones on second. Bolger racing over to keep her honest on the back.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Poitahi, Hokairua.
Big swing and a miss there for the strikeouts.
Koe nā te Hokai puta.
And that is going to bring to the bat the designated player, Amani Fruin, with 2 down here in the top of the third. You might hear the beat of the drums in the background. One thing about these girls' tournaments is they like to get vocal and get behind their team, and I'm all for it.
Absolutely, Damon. They've got some good jingles as well, you know.
Yeah.
Good supporting jingles. See that quite a lot at the women's tournaments. Age grade. It's really good. Really awesome.
I've seen a lot of TikToks being filmed this weekend as well. Wow! Big hit to centre field, but caught is to Manama to make the play and get out the innings here. Well, leaving 2 runners on and unable to convert. We're still tied at 1 apiece in this one. We'll be back with the bottom of the third. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the major semi-final of the 2023 Little League Under 17 Girls National Championship. Leading off for Wellington is Jessica Wairo.
And Jessica Wairo takes an offering, strike one. And Iwiko backs that up with another strike.
Wairo really going for that one.
Yeah.
Puts it on the hole 0-2.
I've got to agree with you, Damien. Seeing the crowd here and their lawn chairs, it's an awesome sight.
It's a little bit darker out there. There must be a little bit of a cloud behind us because there's not much in front of us as the sun is definitely behind us, beaming down on the diamond.
Wairo with the count of 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Dead ball there. Bouncing back it up. Some of you might be wondering why it's called the Little League Under 17. Well, the winner of this has the opportunity to qualify for the Under 17 Little League World Series in Delaware later this year through the Asia Pacific qualifier. If they win this, then they have the option to fundraise and get their way to the Asia Pacific qualifier. But if they win that, then it's all expenses paid to Delaware. I think it's July, something like that, to play in the Little League World Series for Under 17. That's pretty amazing to have that chance to play for that instead of just a trip down to Roto Vegas or something.
Nothing wrong with
Totally
it.
nothing wrong with Roto Vegas. My
Nothing
beautiful
wrong
mother
with
was born there, so
My father was born here. That's where my bones are. All good. But that's an amazing trip. That is an amazing trip. July being North America's summer.
So, is it the same for the boys? Is it the Little League Under 17 boys as well?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to check because as a manager of one of those teams, I've got more motivation.
And you'd have to do some fundraising too, Damien.
Not a problem. I know some people.
Up to bat number 45, Tyler Pitakani. Pitcher on pitcher.
Yeah, Pitakani will be looking to get one up here over a counterpart. It's been a good little battle so far between the two of them.
Good battle. Good battle.
Pitakani squaring up. So punch the ball and find a gap. Or get it shallow. Find that gap. She does. Getting it just out of reach of 8-9. And that will give her a base hit.
Pitakani putting that out in the Rohi Matau area. And landing just in front of the right outfielder. Give her an opportunity to move up 60 feet to first base and get her team in a position of scoring a run.
Pitch is doing it all. Tyler Bull from the hot corner puts down a beautiful bunt. Maggie Shields gets there in time, but they can't get the play at one. Bouncing off the glove of Walters Rangatahi. But Megan Stokes coming in, scooping it up and laser over to third to keep the runner honest and held up at 3. Pitakani safe on 3.
Big piece of batting there by Tyler Bull.
Beautiful bunt.
Yeah.
Beautiful bunt to move the runner. Obviously a sacrifice, but it was so good that she put all the pressure in the world on Hutt Valley. And now with one down, Wellington with 2 runners on. But that's something that has become a norm in this game. Runners on and the defense digging deep to keep them from scoring.
And options for Wellington here with 1 down. Runners on the corners. Options. There are options here.
Well,
there's option number 1.
there definitely is.
Get Tyler Bull to second base.
Steal second base.
Get her in scoring position. And here are your options.
Hutt Valley now won't be wanting to give up a run. Squares up there, tips off the bat for the strike. And that's going to put her behind the count, 0-2.
Well, the option of a squeeze play had just been taken away, so got 0-2. So Tova will need to drive.
I mean, you can still bunt, you just got to
Yeah.
make sure it's beautiful.
True.
Well, watching it go past isn't going to help. And that's exactly what she just did for the strikeout call.
And umpire Les Perez says, that's good enough for me.
Ring her up. Tumarama now up to bat. Fouls off the first offering from Kurini Iwiko.
And all the mahi here is now on to Marama. 2 down to get a base hit to take advantage of this position here for Wellington. As we see Patakani get a courtesy runner, get a temporary runner. Let's use the right word. I like that courtesy
I
runner.
like that courtesy runner as well since you said it yesterday.
Picture.
Since you shared the story. I like it. Well, she'll foul that off as well. And that gives 0 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 runners on, bottom of the third. Can Wellington put one through and take the lead back in this one? Well,
Ooh, tata.
Kalini Iwiko didn't need to throw another strike there. She's well ahead of this count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But Te Manama, she's here to swing. She's definitely showing that. She'll leave the inside pitch to level the count 2-2.
And like I said before, Damien, Marama put in a position here, 2 down. She has to drive.
Quick corridor between the battery.
1 is down and 2 is up.
5 is being. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. What is that? No. Up the top of the zone for the ball. Well, we saw this against Canterbury. Mason getting up in the count early and then just trying to use all the zone and loading the count. But now's the pitch she needs to throw.
Here's the payoff.
Foul ball. Almost taking out of the Bailey Simons, warming up in the pen. Almost getting cleaned out.
And hoki mai a te marama. Tana patu anō.
Full house and cool. Popped up. Can anyone get it to it? No, fouled away. That's behind the net.
Te marama doing a great job of protecting the zone here. I mean, with Wellington, we just need it in that direction. Forward. And not behind.
Well, there's also always gaps if you can find them. Te Marama working the count here. Fouls another one off. Craig Simon, the new ball boy out there. Te Marama really working the count here. Loaded. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, and what does she do? She sends one right up the middle, right out of the way of the second base. And Te Marama did exactly what she was trying to do, work that count so she can lace it into the center field and score those 2 runs.
She got the call from her coach, and Te Marama does the job, drives it up to the Wainga area, Rohe Wainga, centre field, and brings her two comrades across the plate.
Wow, that is clutch. Still in the bottom of the third, though. We've got a long way to go.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely, Damien.
people have come back from 3-1. But Wellington at home with all their family in the outfield, and I'm sure there's a lot from the Hutt Valley as well. Where I'm sure it's going to be a seesaw battle before this is all said and done. More Nanu in it back now for Wellington, and just drives a big one bounce to the fence in the left field. Te Manama, she scores at home. More Nanu safe on second base, and now Wellington are finding their rhythm.
Si hei mauri ora Moananu with a big hit. Poi kurunga, poi ki raro, poi ki te rohi Maui. And on that hit, Te Marama comes all the way in. Comes all the way in from first base.
Well, the one bounce shot to left field, scoring another run. Te Manama already doing her job, driving in 2 runs, and then she gets to cross home plate herself. And just like that, Wellington starting to find their straps on the 2-down rally, if you will, to lead this ball game 4-1. And they're going to send up to bat the first base lefty, Eva Gibbs, who's got a runner in scoring position. She's shuffling the feet, tries to drive it down the third base line, and it goes foul. But a lefty, once they start shuffling the feet, as the pitcher starts going into the windup, you know what's coming.
Absolutely, the slap's coming.
And if you've got some pace and you can do it, it's the way to go for sure. They will leave the count 1-1. Hutt Valley really need to get this out here. Stop the momentum that Wellington have created for themselves.
You see Awatiri playing short here, taking that option away.
Fouled away. Puts it behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Short and grip.
Gibbs, 1-2.
Leaves the outside for the 2-2. Mason Karini Yuriko on the mound now. In their third innings pitch. Try to drive it down that third baseline again, getting it away from first base, of course, but just going foul. The little dribble over the line.
Gibbs trying to push it past Awatiri down that third baseline. Good little battle going on here between Gibbs and Awatiri.
Eriko throwing it down. She'll make the play to first, surely, and that will get the third out, but not before Wellington driving 3 more runs through the precision hitting of Te Manama and then the big hitting from Moananu. Wellington now leading this one as we go to the top of the 4th, 4 runs to 1. Welcome back to Hataitai Park in the beautiful capital city, Wellington, for Championship Sunday of the Under-17 Girls Championship. Leading off for the Hutt Valley, number 28, the right fielder Megan Stokes, who put down the beautiful hit to get on base and score a run in her first at bat.
And Stokes there on an attempted bunt. Goes back to the screen. Brings the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Poitei Hokaitahi. 1-1. A Valley will be wanting to pretty much get their campaign going, get their sticks going, and get someone, hopefully get Stokes on.
Absolutely. Well, she showed from her first at bat, that's what she knows how to do. Making some catches and backing up in the outfield. She's really making the most of her opportunity here on Championship Sunday after being the supporter of the team the last 3 days.
And she's the one that scored the only run for Hutt Valley at this point in time, so she knows how to do this, mate.
She sure does. Loves the game. Two count now. No, 3 balls, 1 strike, sorry. And she'll leave that for the walk.
There you have it. Stokes picks up the hikoi, gets it going.
Stokes now safe on first base. The right fielder now gives the options for Hutt Valley, and that will bring to bat Maggie Shields, the first basewoman, who squares up Megan Stokes. She stole at the first at bat, and she steals here again. Himi really going in there to really check, but Megan Stokes with the diving steal to give them a runner in scoring position.
That was a good throw from the catch. It's a shortstop there for that play. Fortunately, our shortstop there just didn't have the ball in the glove, and Himi, nice hesitation on his call to make sure that he got all the information to make that call safe.
Yeah, just making sure of it. Slam down the hot corner again, and it's almost like deja vu here.
It was deja vu, Damien.
Megan, by all accounts, they should have probably gone for her again, but she's now standing on 3. And as I put another first out next to Maggie Shields, I definitely have a feeling we've already been here before.
Absolutely, yeah. Megan Stokes is playing the second inning, the top of the second innings, all over again.
Well, Shante Awatiri, well, she doesn't get away with it there. And definitely out at 1. I think they're questioning the tag at 3. It definitely looked like maybe but it's angles. And she has been called safe. Well, that was good eyes up play for Tyler Ball. She made the play at 3. She turned around. She knew Megan Stokes had taken the lead.
Yes.
She went for the tag and threw it over. Even though it bounced, it still got into the glove of Eva Gibbs's hand for the out at 1. So there's no question there. There's definitely an out at 1. But was it a double? Was it a double? Did they get the tag on Megan Stokes? Original call is safe.
We just got a replay here, so Tyler Bull Fields attempted tag there. We don't know if there was a touch there.
Angles. So they're called out. Okay, here's the replay. Pitch comes in from Pitakani. Bull, there's no question there. And she even went down with her. So from this angle, she was plumb there. But yeah.
So from the umpire's point of view, from Doug Hill's point of view, like he was looking he was looking over,
Yeah.
but the home plate umpire would have had a great view of that.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. That's the third out on the double play from Wellington, and they defend that 4-1 lead. They're going to go to the bottom of the fourth and get the sticks going again, right here from Hataitai Ballpark. Back, ladies and gentlemen, from the home of Wellington softball, Hataitai Ballpark, for the 2023 Under-17 Girls National Championship. So good to have national championships back in our lives, and it is Championship Sunday. The winner of this will book their spot against the number one team, Canterbury. It's Wellington versus Hutt Valley. Wellington leading this one 4-1, and Hutt Valley have made a pitching change with Bailey Simons now coming into the game on the hill. No doubt Mason Kurini Iwiko will still be out there, because going into this this day, I know I talked about her being top batter after day 2. But Woodamoo, listen to this. Day 3, top batter, Mason Kuruni Iwiko. 17 plate appearances, 11 at-bats, 10 hits.
Batting
For a
average?
909.
909. Holy heck.
From your starting pitcher, not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. But I tell you, who's been coming in and stamping her mark as well has been Bailey Simons. Now playing her softball for the Saints Club after a few years at Paraplum.
Change of pace.
Yeah, she's got that change up. There you go, Mason Kurini Iwiko in at third base now. Once I saw the number. Well, Wellington really got the sticks going in the last at bat. They scored 3 runs to take the lead in this one, 4-1. Bailey Simons really did a great job coming into the game late against Canterbury yesterday to hold her own for those 3 or 4 innings before Canterbury were just too good at the end to get the Mercy victory over Hutt Valley and book their spot in the grand final. But Bailey Simons would have taken a lot of confidence away from that to come into the game 5-0 down and hold her own, and to get another strike on Maiarangi Waipara. Always good.
Yeah, Bailey Simons is actually doing a really good job here, containing Waipara. And throwing the ball out of her hands.
A double tournament for the Simons whānau, Dakota and the Hutt Valley development team. Every time I say development, socks just rolls off the tongue at the moment.
Can't play, that keeps mum and dad at the ballpark.
Well, we do know Dad at least loves the ballpark.
Yeah,
It's good to see him around it again. Definitely in the Hutt Valley gears anyway.
Simons.
Well, Waipara goes swinging for the top of the zone strikeouts. And that's exactly how Bailey Simons wants to come into this game and stamp her authority with the strikeouts. And that's going to bring to bat the second base woman, Siobhan Bolger. Just outside of the foul ball line.
Simons has got some pace here, eh? She really drives her whole body forward to
She works
generate that
hard.
pace.
And she's got that change up on a
She's got
string.
that off pace too.
Yeah. Second generation baller. Father played for the Black Sox as a world champion in '96. And I'm sure Bailey's been around the ballpark a few times around her life. Popped up.
Heads up.
It's going to go foul. Oh! And as we talk about Dad, he just misses one. That's why he coaches now. I'm told because he hurts. I'm not surprised. Vaughan Bolger hitting a few foul balls here. A couple early down the third baseline. She gets that early, sends it to centre field. Where Emily McCormick is under it to make the catch. She only had to shuffle the feet to make that, and that will be the second out of this innings.
Poi ki te rohe matau, kei raro i tēnā pora Emily McCormick, e hopu kia.
Jessica Wairo, the designated player, in to bat now. Bailey Simons will take a lot of confidence from a strikeout for her first and then giving the fielders a catch. That's what it's about. She doesn't have to beat everyone, but that first pitch she definitely does. Wairo.
You're right about that, Damien. It's about mahi tahi here working together. And Simons is providing the mahi for the team.
Oh, another change-up hit. And that's exactly like her first hit that got her on. Jessica Wairo sending it up the middle, back to the pitcher where she can't get to it. And that will be a base hit for and Wellington, and they're going to send to bat. Now the pitcher, Tyler Pitakani.
Pitakani's last hit was right up to centre field.
Yeah, it was a big hit.
Bolger taking a big lead. Oh, Wado taking a big lead, sorry. Wado.
Pitakani squaring up, looking to punch this ball. And it's pretty much how she batted that last one with that shot to centre field. There you go. I was going to give the team a flag, Corey. Big swing and a miss from Pitakani. Bailey Simons knows how important it is for her to come in and do the job for the green and yellow. gets the grip, gets set, throws it in, fouls off the bat on the check swing. Nothing worse trying to pull your bat out of the way and then
Bailey Simons did a good job there, making sure her pitch found the bat.
absolutely. Pizzagani squares up again. You look at it, pulling back to find a gap, punch that ball. She leaves it down in the dish, and that will load the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes, but all importantly, keeping the runner on 1. 2 down here at the bottom of the 4th. Hutt Valley wanted to defend so that Wellington aren't scoring any more runs, but Wellington are here to score the runs in their home ground in front of their family. Book that spot in next the 1 o'clock final. Will it be another age group final between Wellington and Hutt Valley and Canterbury this season, or will it be from the capital city taking on the mainlanders? We're already at the bottom of the 4th. We've still got a long way to go in this one.
That's right, Dave.
Well, punch back to a counterpart on the mounds, and Bailey Simons makes the play over to first, leaving 1 runner on does Wellington, but they still lead this game 4 runs to 1.
When the radio's on and the sound's hot, you just have to enjoy. There's no way to stop. That's where it sounds like the best every day of the week. Better than all the rest. We let the music speak. All the best throwbacks, 90s and more. Until the hour drop. All the best throwbacks.
Top of the 5th innings here. The people are out there enjoying the festivities of national tournaments here at Hataitai Park. It's Championship Sunday of the Under-17 girls. Leading off for Hutt Valley.
Number 2,
Ayla Toman.
Ayla Toman picks up a pitch, offering of a ball. Double that up, and she gets 2 of them.
The confusion of that double play in the last at bat, last innings. I forgot to update my thing. So yeah, Ayla Toman, the shortstop, grounded out to the hot corner, first at bat, caught in at left field, and her second. And she's got 2 balls and 1 strike right now. It's her dad's birthday, so she'll be looking to get a hit for him for sure and her team, and start this top of the 5th off right with a hit. Well, she skies it there to centre field, where Te Marama had to make a bit of ground to make that catch, but she sure does, and that's going to be the first out of this innings.
Exactly, Damien, poikiranga, poikiraro ki te wahi. Rohe mat wainga, ka hopu kia Te Marama for the first out.
And that's going to bring to bat Matangiho Nuku, who got on base with that great hit in the first to right field. Grounded out to the pitcher in her second at bat. And her first offering is a strike called. Hataitai squares up. Did she go? And yes, she did.
Koina te pātai. And yes was the answer.
And yes was definitely the answer. That's going to put her behind. Now's the time to make something happen, though. Top of the fifth, and you're down by 3. Well, good hit, but straight to the shortstop. With Tulava'a has made a living there today. And that is 2 out, just like that, with the first 2 batters at the top of the order. And that's going to bring to bat Emily McCormick, the centre fielder. Big hit to left fielder, first at bat, second at bat, sorry, because the first at bat was a strikeout. But she'll be looking to do the job here.
Valamea play there. McCormick offers her bat, goes through the zone, picks up a strike on the way, 0-1.
Looking to get on any way they can here, Hutt Valley. Need to change their fortunes, need to get some runners on base. Well, it's along the line. Foul ball was the call as it slowly dribbles into foul ball territory.
Nice patience there by Tyler Bull. Just let that keep rolling on the line and then roll out.
No balls, 2 strikes is the call. McCormick gets a piece, sending it to the hot corner. Tyler Bull, who shuffles along, gets it over to Gibbs at first, and just like that, 3 up, 3 down, retires the side, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 5th innings with Wellington leading this one, 4-1. Back here at Hataitai Park. It's the top of the 5th, bottom of the 5th here in the battle of the 04. It's Hutt Valley versus Wellington to book their spot in the grand final at 1 o'clock. The winner taking on Canterbury, the loser having 3rd place next to their name for this national tournament. Wellington really getting the sticks going in the 3rd innings. And Hutt Valley now defending themselves as much as they possibly can. But it's a chasing game. Wellington with their leadoff batter, Tyler Bull. She's been solid at the hot corner. Big hits to the shortstop, Toman, who can't make the play over to Maggie Shields, regardless of how tall she is. And Tyler Bull is now safe on first base after that shot to shortstop.
Bailey Simmons just took some pace off that pitch there and set up Toman for the play there for the 6-3, but not in time.
Nalia Tulova struck out looking at her last at bat, a walk in the first at bat. She's got a runner on one with lead off of Bull. They want to keep on adding runs here to do Wellington. Squares up to punch the ball. Leaves it for the strike call. And now makes the call 0-2.
So just not doing the job there. Half-hearted tick that a bunt play. Well, no. 2 strikes on all it need.
Well, just outside the zone for the ball.
Someone's just asking the plate umpire, where was that? That was outside
It's
there,
weird.
Bailey.
It was outside the catcher framing. There's a subtle pull in. Well, she tried the same spot.
Same spot, yes. That brings the count level to 2 ball, 2 strikes.
Bailey Simons really using her arsenal here. Up, down, all around. Pace going through and getting the strikeouts. And that is okay during the name. But then it's going to bring to bat Janelle Te Marama, who had that big shot to centre field, well, between the 7-8 spot to score 2 runners, and then she scored herself with the last at bat. And she had the sacrifice bunt in the first at bat, as she does again. And just the bounce out of the glove from Bailey Simons, just taking her eyes off the ball there. Always ball first. Always ball first.
Always ball first.
And that was just one of those moments where I think she was ahead of herself 1 or 2 steps. And that gives Wellington another run through to Marama, and she's having herself a game here.
And as you said earlier on, Te Marama hit the one out to centre right. But in her arsenal, she could also put it down. And she did exactly that.
Yeah, well, she did a beautiful sacrifice bunt to move the runner in the first, in the second innings with her first at bat.
That's right.
And I tell you, who had another great hit in the last at bat was Moananu, the left fielder from Wellington, driving in the run of Te Marama in the last innings.
That's right.
Sorry, in the third innings. And she'll definitely be looking to do something again. She's got 1 runner in scoring position. Can she make it 2? Bailey Simons on the hill for Hutt Valley. Gets a big strike on her.
Huge cut there by Moana.
And if we're looking at the arsenal of Bailey Simons and how she's been using it, we might see one outside, and you might see one a bit slower. She's definitely trying to use all the zone, having them chase the strike zone.
Absolutely, and change of pace as well.
Straight through for the big swing and a miss for strike 2.
Moana probably living on the memory of the other innings, the other turn at bat.
Why not?
But right here, right now, just concentrate on one job.
Absolutely. Well, off the handle, that's going to go foul. It was kind of a split-second decision between the hot corner and the catcher. You or you? You or me? All right, both of us. Too late. But there will be a foul. Two and two the count. Gets it early, sending it foul. Might have taken some base off that one, did Simons.
And also threw that at her hands as well.
Simon's tweaking herself on the hill. And gets the inside zone for the strikeout called. And that's what she wanted to do. That was the pitch she wanted to throw.
Yep.
And that was the call she wanted to get.
Bailey Simons, well done. Throwing it on the inside edge. And caught Moana Nude looking.
Well, Eva Gibbs should be up to bat at the moment, but Philippa Ormsey out there to make a change, I'm guessing. We'll see in a second. The 9th spot up to bat now.
So Anuela Leofo.
Leofo in for a bat for Wellington. Megan Stokes in the outfield, having herself a day, getting back on the diamond after 3 days of watching. Leofo in for a pinch hit for Wellington now for Eva Gibbs. Is it a pinch hit or is it a straight swap? We will see in a sec. Definitely when she goes out the field. Wellington,
Oh, it's
2
49.
down.
It's 49, Maggie Oldberg.
Oh, Oldberg, yep.
Number 49, Maggie Oldberg.
Oh, swing. First delivery was swung on and missed. Up top. Ball. 1-1 the count.
Maggie Oldberg just shaking her head and saying, nah, that's not it.
You're going to
That's
have to do
not
better than that.
Better than that.
Simons.
Bailey Simons, sets.
Well, Oldberg, that's why you come into pinch hit. Oh, Megan Stokes with the laser from right field. Scoops it up with the one bounce to her. With a beautiful shot from Oldberg coming in for a pinch hit. And straight down to catcher and gets the runner of Tyler Bull clean at home plate for the third out.
Enough said on that, David. You got it all. That's right, a laser beam to the home plate.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Back with the top of the 6. Wellington still leading this one. 4 runs to 1. Back, ladies and gentlemen, at Hataitai Park for Championship Sunday of the Under-17 Girls National Championship. The park is full. People are cheering. The sun is out. The birds are chirping. The cicadas are loud. It's all go for Championship Sunday right here at Hataitai Ballpark. Well, the top batter of the tournament, batting a 9.09, up to bat, Mason Kurini Iwiko, going from the mound to the hot corner. We'll be looking to get something started here for the Valley.
And you're right, Damien, this is the innings where Valley just really need to manufacture some runs, get close, or even tie this ball game up.
Well, Wellington just have to defend twice more. Top of the 6, top of the 7, and then have their bat to make them worthwhile as well. But if anyone can spark it for Hutt Valley and get them off to the good start in the top of the 6, it's this young lady from the Saints Club. With some Saints faithful in the background there as well. Korini Iriko slamming it down the hot corner where Tyler Bull has really been impressive there. Not a lot getting past her and able to make those plays over to first.
Nice pick up there from Gibbs, from Tyler Bull, the transfer over in the dirt, scooped in.
It was definitely a pinch hit because Eva Gibbs is back out there after being pinch hit for. Batting for the Hutt Valley now is the second base woman, Jada Walters Rangatihi. Jada struck out last at bat, bunt to get on and load the bases in her first at bat. Now's the time to make something happen though. Well, she gets it early. It's going to drop shallow, but Tulava'a makes the ground to make that catch and catch it on the third base line for the outs.
Nice work by Tulava'a to track that to the line and all the way to the fence and take that catch for the second out of the innings. And that's a big out for Wellington.
Yeah, huge for Wellington. 2 batters up and 2 batters down for Hutt Valley. And that's going to bring to bat the designated player, Amani Fruin. In the DP spot, she's here to move some runners and get herself on. Well, she's going to have to do that now because there's no runners to move. She's going to have to use this bat. Big hit and caught in left field in the first at bat. Big hit and caught in centre field in her second at bat. Where can she place it here? But I tell you, Tyler Pitakani on the mount for Wellington, really doing a great job. Well, she places it down to the hot corner where Tyler Bull comes in and scoops it up. And just like that, she gets another 5-3 in the book. And that will be the third out, retiring the side with a quick 3 up and a quick 3 down. Wellington are going to go and maybe get some insurance runs. We will see in the bottom of the 6th, but they still lead this one 4 runs to 1. Back, ladies and gentlemen, with the bottom of the 6th innings here, the major semi-final of the Under-17 Girls National Championship. It's Wellington taking on their neighbours, the Hutt Valley, to book the spot in the grand final at 1 o'clock. Canterbury already there. They've already booked their spot with their stacked lineup from Christchurch. They are going to take on either Wellington, who are leading this game 4-1, or the Hutt Valley, who are going to really dig in deep here, shut out Wellington now, and really hope that the Sticks get going at the next at bat for their last chance. Well, that's
Waipara.
A big hit from Waipara, the lead off, but Emily McCormick makes some ground to make that catch in the centre field.
Great tracking there by McCormick on that hit to the Rohe Wainga area off the Waipara's bat for the first out.
Yeah. McCormick really had to make some ground there, but she did, and she got the out, and that's exactly what Hutt Valley needed to do. Here's another dangerous batter, Siobhan Bolger, the second base woman, stepping up in the major semi-final to book their spot in the grand final on her home ground at Hataitai Ballpark. Gets the off-pace pitch from Simons, but Kureni Iwiko scoops it up and gets it over to Shields at first for the second out.
Nice pitch there by Simons, Damien. Exactly, that off pace. Set that one up really well for Iwiko to field that grounder for the 5-3 put out.
With a quick 1-2, they're going to send up to bat the designated player, Jessica Waro. Her first offering is struck. Bailey really got her rhythm here. 2 up and 2 down. Hutt Valley need to stop the momentum that Wellington produced for themselves in the third innings. Change the fortunes here in this battle of the 0-4. The winner gets the Hutt River.
Nice pitch there for Simons.
Bailey Simons, outstanding work to get that third batter and the third out to retire the side. We're going to the top of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. Wellington, can they hang on and get the 3 up and 3 down and stop the comeback from Hutt Valley? Or is it going to be too much for Hutt Valley with the way this Wellington team is going? We'll be back with the top of the 7th right after these. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the top of the 7th innings. Hutt Valley, if they want to continue this game, they need to score at least 3 runs in this innings to send Wellington back into bat. But do the girls from the Valley, can they do it with the sticks? Well, lead off Megan Stokes has had a game. She has had a game where she's got on each time with a beautiful place bunt, and then the walk, but she got left on both times. Well, actually, she got tagged out at 3 in the last at bat.
That's right.
But she's done the job in the outfield, well refreshed from 3 days of supporting her team on the injury list. But she's come in when it's mattered to do the jobs. She leaves that one 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stokes was in a Whanganui uniform as a pickup player at the 19s last weekend. Now she's in her beloved green and yellow. Leaves that pitch on the outside.
Yeah, Pitakani working that outside. Having a nibble there, you know. She's 2 strikes. She was 2 strikes up in the last 2 pitches. She's having a good little nibble there to load it up for a 2-2 count.
Megan Stokes hits it down the hot corner where it bobbles off the glove of Bull, and that will be called foul. Stokes with the red fern on her helmet from the New Zealand Developing Socks. And the blue cleats, well, you know, just goes to the club colours.
Good old Totara Park.
I didn't say it.
I'll say it for you, Damien.
Full count now on Stokes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pizzicani has pitched herself a game on the hill here for Wellington. Takes some speed off that one. Stokes fouls it off. Count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Pizzicani sets, rocks and fires.
Up at the top of the zone, and Stokes hits it up to the hot corner where Tyler Bull makes the catch like she's been doing all game. That will be the first out, caught at the 5 shot. Stokes it. And that's going to bring to bat number 29, Maggie Shields, the first base. Another player with the red fern on her helmet.
No blue shoes.
No blue shoes yet. No. Maggie Shields puts it down to the hot corner where Tyler Bull again comes in, scoops it up and gets it over to first base for the second out. And just like that, Hutt Valley running out of options to book their shot in the final. Is it going to be the home association, the host association of Wellington going up against the top team of Canterbury? We are 1 out away. Bailey Simons up to bat with the bright green helmet, ready to show that she can do it all. Another lefty that likes to shuffle the feet and put the ball in play. Now's her time to be the saviour. She's already done it on the hill, but now's the time to do it in the batter's box.
Get a start going, get a spark going.
Leaves that one. She's definitely going for the slap. To put the ball in play any which way she can.
And Wellington just asking their question there of the umpire, did she? And umpire Doug Hill says, no, she didn't.
Did she? Simons. She squared up for that one, but well away to the zone. Well, the slap goes back to the counterpart in the hill, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Pizzicani scoops it up, sends it over to Eva Gibbs, and Wellington have booked their spot in the grand final of the Under-17 Girls National Championship against Canterbury, happening at 1 o'clock. There you have it, Wiramu, a great battle between the 04.
A really good battle, Damien, here today. Wellington doing it early. You saw Timarama in Wananu with their sticks, get their runs, get their 4 runs, and Hutt Valley got their 1, but Hutt Valley just needed to get back into this game, and they were trying really hard to do so by taking nothing away from Wellington.
Absolutely.
They booked their spot in the final.
They sure did.
Final.
Wellington got off to that hot start, scoring the first runner of Waipara, but it was the third innings that they got the sticks going, sending up 7 batters, scoring 3 runs. A big hit from Timarama, scoring those 2 runs to get the rhythm going, and then Moananu stepping up and driving into Timarama to have that 4-1 score lead, and that's what they held. They held it out and defended it right to the end. Too good for Hutt Valley. Well, Wiramu, I love to put you on the spot, mate. So who is the Ballpark Broadcasting MVP of this one?
Held the MVP for this game here is Tyler Bull, just outstanding fielding, outstanding plays. That's why she's in the hot box, to scoop all that mess up and turn it into some good play. So she's the MVP for this game.
Well, congratulations, Tyler Bull, the Ballpark Broadcasting MVP of the semi-final. Wellington winning this over Hutt Valley. They will now take on Canterbury in the Under-17 National Championship game at 1 p.m. We're going to take a break. We're done with this one. Thank you for joining us for the semi-final. Be sure to come back and join us at 1 p.m. for Canterbury versus Wellington. We'll see you there.